Okay, so in this masterclass, we're going to be talking about 3 free content sources that tell you what your customers want to see. Now, I'm going to take a few moments to explain why this is really important and why this information is actually really, really valuable that I'm giving away today. And of course, I am doing this masterclass as a promo for my Instagram stories, the online course, which the cart opens on Friday, this Friday, February 21st, and you can get that online course for only $29. It is packed full of value. It is every tip and trick that I use to create my own Instagram stories and how to get engagement and keep people watching until the end. There is a few free bonus trainings. So I'll be doing 2 bonus trainings or master classes each week for the first 2 weeks during the launch phase. And those are exclusive to those students who are in the online course. So it really is about $297 at least worth of value that you'll be getting for $29. This is the only time that I'll be offering this course for $29. So I want you guys to get in on it now, be my foundation members, and you can get on the waiting list at simplelifesocial.com/IG stories. So let's get into this master class now. So what is content marketing? We hear content marketing a lot, and it has become something that is really synonymous with marketing itself and online marketing in the last the last 5 to 10 years. But really, what does that mean? So content marketing is sharing value without explicit promotion. So traditional marketing, which was billboards, TV commercials, radio ads, those types of things, that we traditionally grew up with and understood as marketing, were very obvious about the sale that they were trying to promote or what they were trying to promote. Why you should buy with them, the price. They were focused on the idea that you are a buyer and you're going to buy from me, and this is exactly what we're selling. That was traditional marketing. But with the explosion of the internet and social media and all this kind of stuff, marketing has really changed drastically from what we understood it to be traditionally. So it's really taken this turn into content marketing, which is all about value, providing value to our customers for free, in the idea that we are showing them why we are, the experts at what we do, or why we are the best choice for them, right? With the internet, the world became this global market. There was so many businesses. It wasn't just that you were the only, person who sold washing machines in town, and you didn't have to really compete against each other. Now, with this global market, anyone can go online and buy a washing machine from all over the country, the continent, maybe even another continent. And so this is why content marketing has become so important, because we're trying to show people, we're trying to give them the value as to why they need to buy with us, even though it's easy to buy from just as easy to buy from our competitors. So sharing value with our potential customers, clients, visitors is very important. And sharing that value without explicit promotion. So we don't want, I know we've all experienced content where we thought, oh, this is really interesting. And it turned out, we thought, oh, this article was really interesting. And so we clicked on it. And really all it was just clickbait on them trying to promote a specific product. We thought that we were getting value. Maybe it was 3 ways to wash your clothes without traditional laundry soap or something. And then we clicked onto that article, and all it was a promo about their specific laundry detergent, right? So True content marketing is sharing value without explicit promotion. We're simply doing it from the goodness of our heart because we want to bring the best customer experience to our customers and prospective customers. And so content marketing is all about bringing value without explicitly selling to them, although that does need to be a part of our strategy. I'll talk about that in some other masterclass, but today content marketing is really focusing on just providing the most value that we can to our potential visitors and customers. So these are just 4 types of content. There are so many different types of content out there and ways that you can use content marketing, but these are probably 4 of the most mainstream ways of using content marketing. So of course, the first one is social media content. And so often I hear students, clients say, what am I supposed to do on social media? I don't want to be just selling to them, sell, buy. I mean, that's no way to grow your following at all. So we need to be creative in ways that we are providing value through our social media content and still finding ways to create that content each and every day that's valuable. And so I'm going to, at the end of this class, I'm going to show you 3 ways on how to do that. All right. So the second way is blogs. Blogs have been around for, a long time, like 20 years now, at least, if not more. But they've really seen, this surgence in the last 20 years. And blogs are a phenomenal place to bring long form content full of value for your customers, and a great place to promote these blogs is on places like Pinterest. Now, blogs are great because you can do one blog every week, let's say, but then turn that blog into multiple bite-sized pieces of content for your social media. So that is one way that you can repurpose your blogs. So by spending a little bit of time creating a really high valuable blog, really high value blog, you can then break that blog into smaller points and use that in your social media content. Number 3, a third way of creating content marketing is through emails. Email marketing has the highest return on investment of any marketing activity, and we often overlook email marketing. But someone who signs up to receive our emails is someone who is very interested in the value that we're providing and wants to hear from us again and again. And so it creates a community of highly engaged people who want to hear from us, who want to act on the promotions that we do have. And when we do sell, they will often take advantage of that sale. And so emails are a great way where we can provide a lot of high content that we don't necessarily share with just the general public, and really create a highly engaged community of customers who are more likely to purchase from us than through any other means of marketing. And finally, a 4th way of content marketing is through freebies. And we see this all the time in ebooks or checklists, white papers. There's all kinds of things, templates. So creating a valuable freebie that people want the answers to allows them to download that freebie, get into your email list where you can again provide them with more high valuable content and keep them engaged. And eventually it brings them further down the marketing funnel where they become high value customers of yours. Did you know that more content will be created this year than any other year previous? So, marketers are finally starting to get into action on content marketing. They're realizing how powerful it is, and they're going to be creating more and more content. Now, it's easy to create content, but it's harder to create good, consistent content that is high value and engages people. And the idea that more people are going to be creating more content means that we are going to be inundated with all kinds of content from businesses, and not all of it is going to be great. Because just because a person is a marketer doesn't mean that they actually know how to create high value content that gets engagement. They just know how to create content that is flooding these different channels. And so I think the point of difference is going to be between businesses, between you and your competitor, is not necessarily how much content you're creating, but whether that content is of quality. And so this is why I want to share with you these 3 sources, because I think going to the sources and finding out from your, ideal customer avatar, what content they want to see is really going to define content from high value content that actually gets engagement and is valuable to our customer. So there are a lot of different trends that are popping up for, content marketing this year. But I think 3 of the most important trends that we need to take advantage of, and that's easy to take advantage of, are these 3. So number 1, an increase in video content. If you are not creating video content, this is your year to start. More people watch video content than any other content. They watch it for longer. They engage with it more. It keeps their attention longer. You need to have a video strategy. And I know a lot of you shy away from the camera. You don't want to be on camera for whatever reason, but I need you to think more about your business than about your personal hangups. And I know that can seem like a harsh word, but honestly, it comes from a place of me wanting to see your business be successful. I know that I'm a very vibrant personality. It is easy for me to be on camera, and I know that that's not the case for every business owner. You didn't necessarily get into business because you wanted to be in the spotlight, because you wanted to be on video. You got into your business because you're passionate about the experience that you offer. But in order for you to now stand apart from your competitor, you need to be on video, and I cannot stress you enough. I'm going to leave that there because, this isn't necessarily all about video content, but I really need you to think deeply about the future of your business and the video content that you can create. The second trend that I think is really notable is no more random content. And I just talked about the importance of this before. So it's not about quantity over quality. It's not about just flooding these different channels, social media, email, whatever, with as much content as possible. It is about taking your time to create quality content that resonates with your ideal customers, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. Finally, the third trend that I see as most important out of all the trends that are coming up this year is humanization and personalization. It is so important for you to be able to connect with that customer on a human-to-human level. So something that I've seen, something that I've done even just within my brand is, I think when I first started out, there was this tendency for me to, in all my copy, like in my social media captions or on my website, to say, our business, we provide a service, to make my business sound bigger than it really was, or more important than it really was, because it's only me. But in the last year, I've really decided to change that to, in my business, I provide you. I want to do my best for you, because it gives my ideal client this idea that they're connecting with an actual human. They're doing business with a human who has, a family and beliefs and passions, and has their own business and knows the importance of doing something well. And when we try to make our business sound like this big corporation, it loses that human to human contact. Nobody likes getting an automated phone call or trying to call support and it's all automated. We just want a human to speak with so that they can sympathize with our concerns, hear us out, and provide an actual solution that is custom to us. And that's exactly what people want to see in your content marketing. So really try to think of ways to humanize your content, show that you are a human and that you're not perfect or you're not a big corporation or whatever it is, that we try to do, to make our businesses sound more important or more, I don't know, you know what I mean. All right. You must know your ideal customer avatar for effective content marketing. Your target market is not everyone. I can't stress that enough because this is something that almost like 90% of businesses struggle with. When I say who's your target market, I guarantee 90% of people will say everyone. Well, everyone can do this. And it's true, and it might be true. Maybe everyone of all abilities and all ages and all economic backgrounds can, do your experience, or they can buy your product, or they can benefit from your service. But that doesn't mean that they are necessarily the ideal customer, the ideal client. Your business will have certain values or certain products that it provides the best, or certain services that it offers that are the absolute best for a specific person. And the more targeted you get into knowing that ideal customer, the more human your content marketing is going to seem, and the more magnetic it will become to those ideal customers who are looking exactly for that experience. So if I can think of an example, let's say we've got Puketi Forest here where I live. And Puketi Forest is this really beautiful forest that has a few walkways. It's not a very hard walk. It's not a very long walk. It's not intense. And everyone probably could do the walks around Puketi Forest. However, it will really resonate with families with young children. There's a campsite right in Puketi Forest with a public washroom that is clean and well taken care of. The walk is not extreme, so little ones can go for the walk. It's not long, so they won't lose interest and that halfway through and then you have to carry them home, right? So other walks in the area are a bit more extreme and they are longer. And so if we were marketing Puketi Forest and we specifically talked to, moms who were probably planning the family excursion and talking so much about the kids and the family friendliness and getting out into nature and showing photos of families doing the walk, then every single mom or dad who is planning their weekend getaway with the family wanting to go camping, and they're looking at Puketi Forest and its competitor, and they're seeing that Puketi Forest specifically says it's okay for families. It doesn't matter how much it costs to camp at Puketi Forest. They're going to book with you each and every time because they know specifically that it is for them. And that's the power of knowing your ideal customer and creating content marketing that resonates with them. So how do we know what our ideal customer wants to know, right? So let me show you 3 ways that I use to find out what content to create. Now, bear with me as we move over. So the first one is Google. Now, you sometimes Google, we're going to use the search bar here, and sometimes it will change what it's offering depending on what your search terms are. So we're going to go to an incognito window. We're going to go to google.com. And we're going to search. So let's just say you wanted to search for your specific area. So we could do Bay of Islands. And you can see the things, the most popular search terms that are coming up. So you can see Bay of Islands weather, music festival, holiday park, college, hospital, airport, vets. And so you can see these are the most popular Google searches that are happening in regards to Bay of Islands. So this would give you some ideas of what people are looking for. Now, let's say you specifically were a hiking excursion. So again, you can see what people are looking for. Or again, some ideas. So this is one way that I look to find out what people are searching for and to give me some ideas of content that answers those questions. Now, the third way that I find out what people are looking for is by going on Pinterest. So again, I could look for Bay of Islands. And because Pinterest is a search engine, it will show me the most popular things that come up. And you can even click on something like this, Bay of Islands things to do, to give you an example of what content other people are creating. And of course, the most popular content will be at the top. So it'll show you what content you could try and do something similar for. Now, the third suggestion that I would give you here is answerthepublic.com. So you get this lovely guy here who's kind of creepy. And you could type in Bay of Islands. And it takes a minute to generate, but this is really a treasure trove of content marketing ideas. So this shows you from Google or search engines what the most important, what the highest search phrases are. So how to explore Bay of Islands, how to see Bay of Islands, where is Bay of Islands, all of these, what to do. This could just give you so many ideas. You could create a blog post on each of these different ideas and then turn that blog post into social media, pieces of social media content. You can go down here to the prepositions, even just things like Bay of Islands to Rotorua. Obviously, these are people from outside of New Zealand, and they're trying to plan their trip all around New Zealand and figuring out, different time frames and stuff. So thinking of creating a 2-week itinerary of New Zealand, and then obviously with a focus of what to do once you get to the Bay of Islands could be an idea. These are things that people are comparing when they're doing a search. So again, in the research phase of their trip and trying to think of what they should do, this or that, Bay of Islands or Wellington, all these kinds of things. And you could easily create content that answers those questions. And then here, 497 alphabeticals. These are things that people are searching for that just gives you all kinds of ideas of what you could be creating in terms of content. So you can download this in a CSV. This is completely free. You can have up to 5 searches per day. So you could search Bay of Islands, New Zealand. You could even search the name of your business to see what people are searching for in regards to your specific business. Put in the excursion or the product or the service that you offer and create high value content that your ideal customers want to see.